Hello and welcome to the Voodoo free video for Monday, December 9th. This is David, and in these videos where we take a look at the market from the perspective of all things Voodoo, that's our Voodoo lines, Elliott Wave, and Fibonacci. One of the first things that we can see is that we've got more of an extended pullback here today on the move down from Friday's all-time high, which tried to get above this Voodoo skyline, right? Skylines are the fourth most important of the Voodoo line levels as it tries to continue up from these primary degree, most important levels, the Voodoo fire line down here at 59.25. And from a Voodoo line's roadmap perspective, a move to the downside, which could grow a bit bigger but before it's done, right, does nothing to damage the long-term bullish case that we have and that will maintain so long as we stay above that fire line. That is, this sort of pullback would be entirely natural, right? This is a reasonable pausing spot to come back in, and from many perspectives can set up a better opportunity for us to buy, right? So a few levels to watch in here that we talked about last week as well, right? We've got this 59.25 Voodoo fire line that we want to mostly stay above. That's just the pure Voodoo lines roadmap perspective. Now, from the Elliott Wave perspective, which also has us bullish, we absolutely must maintain this this November 15th low. If we break that, our reasons for remaining bullish from the Elliott Wave perspective disappear. And as that would also have us below this most important level, and in terms of the Voodoo fire line, we've got a bunch of things conspiring to no longer at that point have us bullish until we get some new signal which indicates the potential for upward movement. Now let's talk about a few more levels before we dig into some possible paths on this pullback and what could be going on. These red lines on here represent symmetry to some of the larger pullbacks that we've seen since the November 15th low. And so if we get through all of them, the lowest being, just below 60.40, I think right around 60.48 or so, or 60.38 or so. If we break all of those, the pullback from the all-time high on Friday will start to look like the biggest pullback that we've seen since the November 15th low. And seeing that that sort of break would start to indicate that that just this leg up from November 15th was done and that we were in the process of retracing before turning back up. For now, with this only a relatively small pullback related to those others, right? Smaller than the four largest pullbacks seen so far, this could just be a pullback within a leg up from November 15th, and we could just keep going. So if we do turn around and get support above the skyline instead, maybe we keep heading up. I think there are some Elliott Wave reasons to think that we might see further down. Among them, that the move down from Friday's all-time high is starting to take on a 5-wave shape, which suggests that there's at least one more leg down, or that it's likely. And so for now, with the only level that we can really point to, or the only two levels we can point to that we want to hold, this one, the fire line that we ideally hold, the November 5th or 15th low, one that we must hold, and with price well above those levels, it would be a whole lot better if we could get more of a pullback to buy. And so what we want to see is an Elliott Wave 3-wave move. If it's an extreme one, maybe down towards the 61.8% retrace or so. And so something that looks like down, up, down, roughly similar size legs to the downside that then starts to pick up off that low. That would be a more ideal spot to get in if we start breaking these lows. That will, right, these symmetry levels, the odds that that's going on are increased. Now, it's also possible that we just kind of get a down, up, down like this, maybe more towards a 38.2% retrace. And if that goes on instead, right, really, we might only get modestly below these breaks, but still seeing a three-wave move down that starts to turn up would be a better opportunity to buy. The spot where the upside starts to look wrong would remain below this November 15th low. So, so look, a lot of possible paths there, but watch to see a few things, right? If we do break this this symmetry cluster, and then, right, do we see signs that we've got down, up, down, roughly similar size legs that starts to turn back up? Particularly if we get above the swing high in the middle, but there may be earlier signs, and that will keep the focus on the upside, especially so long as we hold the fire line and then subsequently start building momentum above higher and higher degree voodoo lines north of that fire line. So I hope you found that useful. We'll dig into a few more benchmarks on the downside when we dig into this in more detail in the premium video. Until I see you next Monday for these videos again, as always, good trading. Hey, David here with Simpler Trading. Thanks for taking a few minutes to watch this video. I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please help us out. Click the like button. You can also add your comments below. We love to read those and respond to them. You can also click the bell icon. That will alert you whenever we have new and updated videos. And if you want to watch us trade in real time with our own money, you can visit simplertrading.com to learn how to sign up. Until I see you again, as always, good trading, and we'll see you at the next video.